Seen one Glock and you swear they all look the same. Polymer frame, blocky slide, same blunt silhouette. They melt into a sea of pistols at any range. But those numbers mean something. One hides in a pocket, one lives on a duty belt, and one will stop an animal that shouldn't be charging you. Today I'll run every Glock that matters. The cheap Rimfire trainer, the deep concealed winners, the long slide guns, the heavy hitters, and the odd models most videos ignore. No generation sermon, no cutaway theatre, just hard, usable facts. I'll point out which models fit small hands, which ones will chew your ammo budget, which make shooting easy, and which you should avoid unless you like headaches. I'll also name the small gear moves, mags, grip fit, optics that actually change how a gun performs. So guys, stick with me, and by the end you'll know which Glock belongs on your hip or in your safe. Before we hit the models, learn the small rules that make the whole list make sense. Think of Glock names as shorthand. The digits hint at size and roll, not superiority. Full-size pistols give extra sight radius and larger magazines. Compacts shave length, so they print less. Subcompacts trade grip space for true concealment. Long slide means calmer recoil and tighter groups. SF means short frame. Same internals, slimmer grip. MOS means the slide is cut for a red dot out of the box. And the modern updates you'll notice? A truer barrel for cleaner groups, ambidextrous controls, the removal of the old finger grooves, and a tougher slide finish. Keep those clues in your head. Size, slide length, a couple letters, and the gen upgrades, and the catalogue stops feeling like alphabet soup. .22 LR and .380 ACP, tiny guns that do a job. G42. When tiny, deep conceal is the priority, the G42 is the last resort carry you want. Slim, light, and built to vanish, drop it in a pocket holster or an appendix rig, and you'll forget it's there until you need it. It's snappy on follow-ups, but reliably functional. The choice when size beats capacity. G44. The G44 earns its place as an affordable Glock-style trainer. Handles like a Glock and runs dirt cheap .22 LR, so you can log hours on the trigger without burning centerfire ammo. Not a duty gun, a practice tool that transfers cleanly to full power pistols and keeps your fundamentals sharp. Now we leave the pocket pistols and step into Glock's core, the 9mm family that made them famous. 9mm core lineup, 3 line rundowns. G17. When size isn't an issue, the G17 is the full-size workhorse you reach for. Big sight radius and a roomy grip make follow-ups predictable and fast. Built to be simple and reliable, it's the go-to for duty or home carry. Modern trims add an improved barrel and ambidextrous controls for easier use. G17L. If you want steadier, longer-range pistol work, the G17L stretches the platform. The extended barrel and extra weight up front calm muzzle flip and tighten groups. It turns a service pistol into a better target gun without changing the basic controls. G19. For one-gun versatility, the G19 is the safest, most useful pick. Shorter than a G17, but still roomy enough for confident shots and quick follow-ups, it balances concealability, capacity, and control in a way that fits most shooters' needs. G19X, G45. Want full hand purchase with a shorter slide? These crossover designs give you both. They pair a full-sized grip with a compact slide for better control while remaining carryable. The G19X brought the idea in earth tones and a lanyard loop. The G45 cleaned that up for general users. G26. If you need a real backup, the G26 is the tiny 10-round package that tucks away. Short grip and compact footprint make it ideal as a secondary or ultra-concealable sidearm. Capacity punches above its size, but a grip extension helps for long sessions. G34. When speed and repeatable accuracy matter, the G34 is purpose-built for matches. Long slide and barrel, slide reliefs, and match-ready controls make cycling faster and aiming steadier. It's the base gun you build on for competition. G43. Need a true vanish? The G43 is the 1-inch wide sleeper. 6 rounds in an impossibly slim profile, it disappears on the body and stays comfortable all day. Trade capacity for concealment when nothing else will do. G43X. Want micro concealment with real ergonomics? The G43X balances both. Thin slide for easier carry plus a longer grip for a true 4-finger hold and 10 rounds. Better control than microguns while keeping a slim carry footprint. G48. If you want thin shootability that actually handles, the G48 fits the bill. A slim slide with a longer footprint and 10-round mags gives a more stable feel than ultra micros. It's a carry-friendly package that shoots like something bigger. The .40 S&W gives more energy than 9mm at the cost of snappier recoil. Glock built a full family around that trade-off, and those pistols earned real service hours. They're heavier to shoot and pricier to feed, but they work when that caliber is required. G22. If you already run .40, the G22 is the reliable baseline you won't worry about. Same G17 frame but set up for hotter service loads, 15-round mags and roomy grip, and a slide that soaks recoil. It's steady, predictable, and built to be used, duty, range, or everyday workhorse. G23. When you want compact carry with real stopping power, the G23 fits the bill. G19 sized footprint, 13 rounds, and enough bite to matter. Easier to carry than a full size, but still gives solid terminal performance. Sharper impulse than a 9mm, yes, but controllable with range time. G24. If precision and flatter trajectories are the goal, the G24 stretches the platform. 6-inch barrel and added weight up front, calm muzzle flip and boost velocity for tighter groups. Not most people's daily carry, but a specialist's pick when distance and accuracy matter. G27. Need true pocketability? The G27 is the tiny, stout backup that still hits. 9 rounds in a very small package designed to conceal and perform under stress. It's punchy and a handful to run fast, so training is mandatory. Perfect as a backup or for tight concealment needs. G35. Want a match-ready platform that soaks recoil and rewards speed? The G35 is it. Long slide, relieved top, and extra sight radius deliver steadier aim and faster follow-ups. It tames recoil better than smaller options and gives you a rock-solid base for competition work. You know what? Agencies largely return to 9mm for cheaper training and softer recoil, but Glock's .40 lineup remains proven and serviceable. Choose .40 only if you already run it or prefer its specific feel. Otherwise, 9mm or 10mm often give better training economics and gentler follow-ups. If you go .40, accept louder range days and higher ammo costs in exchange for the cartridge's characteristics. .357 SIG lineup. G31, G32, G33. Flat shooting niche. Best for specific ballistic needs. .357 SIG promised Magnum-like ballistics in a semi-auto. The payoff is flat trajectories and strong terminal performance, but you also get brisk recoil, louder muzzle reports, and faster wear on springs and parts. The G31 is the full-size model with a 15-round capacity. The G32 is the compact at 13 rounds. The G33 is the subcompact carrying 9. They're excellent tools for roles that need that specific ballistic profile. Certain law enforcement loadouts or specialized shooters, but for most people, the recoil and ammo cost make 9mm or 10mm the more practical choice. 10mm auto options. If raw pistol power is the goal, Glock's 10mm work is hard to beat. G20. Big, full-size 10mm built to eat full power loads. 15-round mags and a 4.6-inch barrel. It's the baseline for backcountry and hunting. Long legs, real punch, and the kind of controlled authority you want when wildlife defense matters. G20 SF. Same full power guts, trimmed grip, best for shooters with slimmer hands who still want 10mm. You don't lose the energy, you just lose some bulk and gain better ergonomics and control. G29. Compact 10mm that actually carries. 3.75-inch barrel, 10 rounds. It's the most practical 10mm for EDC, but it's not subtle. Expect stout recoil and loud reports. Train with it and respect it. G29 SF. Full power 10mm in a shorter, slimmer grip. Best for smaller shooters who need heavy power. Give smaller hands a fighting chance at control, but the recoil and blast demand solid practice before you trust it. G40. Long slide 10mm for distance and softer felt recoil. 6-inch barrel and optics ready options. Stretch the 10mm effective range, push accuracy, and shoot hotter hunting loads with less sting. 10mm asks for ammo and commitment. Heavy recoil, louder shots, and pricier rounds, but when you need real stopping power for hunting, backcountry defense, or heavy-duty work, nothing else quite answers like Glock's 10mm family. .45 ACP choices. If you want the classic big bore feel, Glock covers it cleanly. G21. The full-size double-stack .45 and the best balance of capacity and power. With 13+1 on board and a frame that soaks up recoil, it gives you the classic big bore experience while still staying controllable. Add in optics-ready options and you've got a versatile duty or home defense setup. G21 SF. For shooters who want .45 but need a slimmer grip, the G21 short frame is the answer. Same internals, same stopping power, just trimmed down to fit smaller hands more comfortably without giving up capacity. G30. If you want .45 in a carry package, the G30 is where it lands. A compact double stack that holds 10 rounds in under 7 inches of length. It's serious stopping power that actually works for daily carry. G30 SF. Take that compact G30 and shave the grip circumference and you've got the G30 SF. It keeps the same cartridge performance, but feels slimmer and easier to control, making it a standout for those who want comfort without compromise. G36. When concealment matters most, the G36 brings .45 ACP into a single stack, 6-round frame. It's incredibly slim, easy to tuck away, and still delivers the heavy hit of a .45 in a profile that doesn't weigh you down. G41. Built for the match line, the G41 stretches things out with a 5.3-inch barrel and longer sight radius. That extra length means steadier aim and quicker follow-up shots, exactly what competition shooters need to shave seconds off their strings. .45 gap. A footnote. Glock tried packing .45 power into smaller frames with the GAP series, G37, G38, G39. On paper, it looked smart. .45 performance in a near 9mm footprint. In practice, ammo supply and logistics stalled the idea. These are interesting collector pieces or options for folks who already run GAP loads, but not a practical pick for most shooters today. Hidden models, most lists skip. You'll rarely see these called out, but they matter if you want the full picture. G47 started as a customs-friendly design and became a slide frame swap option for agencies and civilians who want modular duty setups. G49 is a slimline long slide 9mm length without bulk. G25 and G28 are limited run .380 blowback types that show up in niche import channels. Mentioning them separates a casual viewer from someone who knows the catalog. Quick buyer flow. Fit first, then caliber. Stop guessing. Use this checklist. Small hands or deepest concealment? Grab a Glock 43 or 43X. Want a slightly longer grip? G48. Daily carry and easy training, G19. Compact, balanced, forgiving. Duty or home defense, G17 or G47 for extra capacity and control. Competition, go long, G34 in 9mm or G41 in .45 for a longer slide and sight radius. Backcountry or big game risk, G20 or G40. Real power and reach. Now ask yourself, how often will you train and what's your ammo budget? Fit first, everything else follows. Clear winners by job. You stuck with me through the whole video, the wait's over. Time to name the clear winners. So no hype, just what earns its keep. Best all-rounder, the G19. Hides well, shoots better than most expect, and adapts to almost everything. Best slim carry, G43X. Thin slide, 10 rounds, usable grip. Best deep concealment, G43. Disappears on the body. Best duty or home, it's the G17 or the G47 for modular swapping. Best competition base, G34 9mm or G41 .45. Tuned for fast, accurate strings. Best backcountry, it's the G20. When stopping power matters, it answers the call. And that's all for today, folks. So which Glock fits your life? Drop your hand size, carry method, and how often you train in the comments. I'll pin real loadouts based on what you tell me. Belt, appendix, or pack, and show the optics and magazine setups that won't surprise you. Next video, I'll map optic heights, trigger swaps, and mag compatibility so your build actually works at the range. If you want that, type optics in the comments and hit subscribe. Thanks for sticking through the full breakdown. Now go test what fits. The right gun will make every range session better.